All right, here goes nothing. Um, this is the Latter-day Preparedness channel. My name is Greg Reynolds. I want to tell you real quick on this video why I'm starting this channel. So in my ward, I am the Emergency Preparedness Coordinator, and I live in the mountains of northern Utah. And one of the things that I want to do is provide a channel with some good information that people from my area can pull from. And I hope that by sharing this information, other people as well might benefit from it. So this is emergency preparedness information mostly, or maybe not even mostly, but this is emergency preparedness, physical preparation. But I also want to talk about the spiritual aspect. So one of the important things for me when it comes to preparing for hard times is being spiritually and emotionally prepared, being physically prepared from a health perspective, and then being physically prepared from a equipment, gear, food storage, water type perspective. So on this channel, I'm going to go over all of those things. Each video will probably have a little bit of a spiritual aspect to it, but then many of the videos, maybe the majority of the videos, will be a little bit more educational in the practical aspects of emergency preparedness. So I have some notes here on my computer that I'm going to pull from, but so some of the topics that we'll talk about, for example, are uh, physical preparation, like food storage, water storage, cooking, medical preparation. So really medical preparation is kind of about having the necessary first aid equipment that you may need, as well as having the skills and maybe even having the medications that you would need in an emergency. We'll talk about, in addition to water storage, also water filtration, how to get clean water when you don't have any, the right equipment for clean water in a variety of situations. We'll talk about cleanliness and hygiene, off-grid cooking, off-grid power, 72-hour kits, car emergency kits. We'll talk about sewing and being able to make your own stuff or repair your own stuff, which is important. We'll talk about guns and ammunition, and I think that conversation might be a little different than what many people would assume. Talk about communication, which is within your community as well as outside your community. Some of the communication equipment you might need, like radios and that sort of thing. We'll talk about gardening. We'll talk about homesteading. Talk about heating our homes during the winter in case of a power outage or other natural disaster. Um, like I mentioned before, we'll talk quite a bit about spiritual aspect. This channel for me is a little bit of therapy, I guess, in a sense, because um, oftentimes I learn things from the scriptures. I see things in the world going on, and I want to share some of those things that I'm learning, that I'm seeing, want to talk about. And so this is a little bit of an outlet for me, I guess, to share some of the spiritual aspect of why I feel such an urgency to uh, personally be prepared and also help others be prepared. It'll become abundantly clear in future videos that I believe that Jesus Christ is coming back and soon. And by soon, I mean like in the next 10 years. I have, I don't know exactly when, obviously, but I have a pretty good hunch that it's sooner than later. And the scriptures talk about many calamities and hardships that come before that time. And I think we're in the midst of that. And so um, I'm going to talk about those things, talk about them from the scriptures, talk about them from current events and some of those types of things as well. So anyway, that's a little bit about this channel. I am, I guess, a little background about me and why I may or may not be qualified for to talk about this stuff. But uh, throughout my life, I've had an obsession, I guess you'd say, with the outdoors and all of the gear that goes along with that. So I'm an avid uh, skier, backcountry skier, mountain biker, rock climber, mountaineer, backpacker, all of those types of things. In addition to that, I love um, learning about survival. I love spending time in the mountains with my family backpacking and a lot of those types of things. I have about 20 years. I'm 37 years old. I have about, and two of those 37 years I was on a mission. But I have about 20 years of experience working in outdoor retail stores, including 10 years owning my own outdoor retail store. So I've used and sold a lot of equipment for spending time outdoors. And a lot of that equipment overlaps with emergency preparedness. And so I've taught countless emergency preparedness courses. I have taught countless, I shouldn't say countless, but maybe dozens of wilderness survival classes and courses over time. Been a scout leader for many years. I have taught scout leaders for many years at various classes and stuff that the scouts put on. I'm currently a product designer for a company near me that I make gun bags. It's a gun company, and I enjoy firearms and stuff like that. But when we talk about guns and ammunition, I think some people may be disappointed and others may find it refreshing. I don't know, but maybe a little different take than many people would be expecting. Um, I also own a couple of companies that are outdoor related companies, I guess. This company, show you this one, Liberty Blanket Company, is a company that I started not too long ago making outdoor blankets. It's a product that I designed, and I really like them for emergency preparedness, but also uh, we use them all the time watching our kids play sports when it's rainy and cold out. They're water resistant, they're warm, they're insulated. I'll show you on another video sometime. But so I run that company. Um, Also product designer, like I mentioned. Have another YouTube channel that's devoted to outdoor recreation type stuff. But I feel a real sense of urgency and excitement to do this channel, again, as a resource for people in my area, but also anybody else who has an interest. So if you're interested in emergency preparedness, in second coming type stuff, preparing for the second coming, spiritually, physically, and all those things, I invite you to subscribe and participate in the channel. I'd love to hear from those of you that are watching and tell me where I'm going wrong or the areas that you agree with, or just really anything on your mind. And that's it. So yeah, this is the Latter-day Preparedness channel. And thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.